terms of the peer review matter, this is really in response to things I heard when I was testifying at the legislature on where we were, and some conversations we've had since then, some exchanges by letter between, I think, the chairman of the Assembly Transportation Committee, the speaker, and our chairman, of a request to look at our ridership numbers that we had contained in the business plan. That included the work that the ETO did on the side-by-side, for example. And what we've agreed to, and what I think is a fair idea and that the authority has done before, is have some independent peer review work done to look at and confirm or suggest any recommended changes to those projections. And so I do not see that being done by the same consultant team. What I'd like to do is work with the peer review group itself on who might be good to do that work. In years past, we've used other entities who have looked at phase one and valley-to-valley ridership numbers. Most recently, those were looked at by an independent financial audit group. And so, the idea is to find an independent view to come in and look at those. And Andre, I'm happy to talk to you about that.
I would love to continue this discussion. I would really emphasize that a fresh look by a different set of eyes would really help, hopefully, move this ball forward here, so we're not spinning wheels in the same place. I appreciate the answers. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. I wanted to interject for a moment, if I might. I have asked Brian to be in touch with his team, however he chooses to do so, to be in touch with each of the members of the board in the near term, to give you his plan as it's developing for what's going to occur with regards to review and study of issues in and around the business report and others that he will undertake, or his team will undertake, between now and the business plan coming back to you for approval in December. So I know none of those phone calls have been set up yet, but he will be doing that, or a member of his team, so that he can go over these things with you, and also compile a list of any things that you wanted to either talk to him about or see in one way or another to be integrated with what we're doing over these next 5 months.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
I'm very happy, first of all, to hear that we're going to recalibrate and we're going to reassess, how to go forward, how to move forward on this issue of high-speed rail. I would just appreciate from Brian to also please consider developing some alternative budget scenarios in light of the fact that we're still in a COVID economy, which is bad, and I think it's going to last until next year. And I would love to see alternative budget scenarios that reflect a different reality, more or less, trying to do what we call scenario planning, so that if this economy doesn't, get better, say within the next 6 to 9 months, that we have to consider making some changes, and I'm just only doing this because I just want to make sure that we hold in trust, the taxpayers' dollars. That's frankly our fiduciary obligation as board members. And I look forward to having this discussion with Brian and his team. So I really do appreciate, Mr. Chairman, that Brian is going to be talking to us individually about this.
Thank you, Martha.